Fellas, are you looking to upgrade your current gaming setup? If so, I'd like to showcase our partner, SteelSeries. We've been with SteelSeries for 2 years now, and we love their full lineup of products. SteelSeries gear is made in collaboration with the world's top esports pros, meaning it contains all the features we actually care about. From the Aerox mice, which is ultra lightweight and wireless, sporting 180 hours of battery life, which is perfect for my competitive gamers out there that are looking for that lightning fast response time that only the Aerox lineup can provide. Another great product is the award-winning SteelSeries Nova Pro wired and wireless headsets. Literally feels like heaven on your ears. It's one thing to have great sound quality. It's another thing to also be the most comfortable headset I have ever used. Guys, they have everything from microphones to the Apex Pro keyboards, which are the fastest in the world, by the way. All of this tying into SteelSeries in-house software, which is integrated into every product, allowing you to customize the looks, the sound, the sensitivity, everything you may want. If you're interested in SteelSeries today, down below is a link that will give you a 12% discount on all SteelSeries gear. Simply using code Aztecross at checkout will also net you this discount. Here's the thing, guys. Yes, it is incredible that gear has been on sunset. So in this case, I guess sunrise. And if you've obtained some of these pieces of gear, you're feeling pretty good right now. Now, granted, don't fret. You can go purchase these pieces of gear, and you've already purchased it. You could pull it directly from collections. But I actually wanted to take this moment to weep, because if you are like me, you have made room in your vault over the past few years. We've lost some good ones. But this is where we bring up the hoarders. The hoarders saw the future differently in the way than how we saw it. They saved, they kept, despite being told you're crazy. Why even keep such a thing? They still buckled down and kept it in thy vault, and they are about to pay off now. This is the equivalent of like, what's a stock that someone bought? This is like the people that own GameStop for years, and that stuff just trended down forever and ever and ever. Then all of a sudden it just blew up. It's GME all over again. Anyways, we're making a video on this, and I wanted to actually see some of the coveted god rolls that some of you have kept over the years. If you want to come to this tweet right here, guys, you can. It's the first tweet on my Twitter profile, and you can share some of your god rolls. But today, I want to take this moment for us to just go through the replies and look at some of these together. And yes, you're going to feel pain. From Tom Warren here, time to take this thing to 10K. Look at that. Mind benders. Hold on. Mind benders. Quick draw, slide shot, accurize, corkscrew with the ranged masterwork. Mother of God. Hot damn. And the fact he's already got 8,100 kills. Tom, you're a gamer, dude. That's a lot of shotgun kills. I don't even think I've got that many shotgun kills on a single shotgun. Some of you are like, well, the barrel options are bad. Keep in mind, corkscrew is good for the handling bump. And so this is actually a really good roll. And if he wanted to go assault mag, he could. But this is all around a fantastic roll. From Bungie right here. He's got an old waking vigil. I don't know if you guys can see these perks. It's got a ranged masterwork, opening shot, slide shot. That's a phenomenal roll. Waking vigil is still one of my favorite 140s. I know it's definitely falling behind, but keep in mind, it used to be a 150. So that's why the stats are a little less than. Kindle Orchid right here. He kept a Kindle. A lot of people kept this Kindle. I even kept it. Kill Clip Rampage combo together. Very nice. He kept a Last Hope. How many of you even remembered this? There's some juicier rolls as we get down further. And he's got a spare rations that he kept slide shot, snapshot, and pretty solid ones. Here's one. Is there any way we could still get this, guys? Ah, man. And adaptive pulse rifles just got a buff. Head Seeker, Kill Clip. Look at the range on that thing. Hold on. I just need to get me out the way. I want you guys to appreciate the stats right here. Look at the stats. Now, granted, you know, stability gets hurt from full bore. But the point is, that is a juiced bygones. I know many of you probably, I didn't keep mine. I didn't keep, there's so, look, as we get further into this list, you're gonna be like, holy crap, there's so many things we have deleted over the years. And there was like one point, I want to say a year ago, where I was like, these weapons aren't gonna come, you know, they're done, they're gone. And I was like, I need to make room, just delete everything that was sunset. And I just went through and I just started killing everything. And honestly, the people that win are the people that probably haven't played in a really long time. How many of you remember this shotgun? Classic, dude. Classic. Not only is this literally, first up, this is in the best archetype of shotguns in the game, being precision frames. But you've got the slide shot roll. You've got damn near max range. That's hot. That's hot. Rampage, it's something that I would actually say could benefit more from this sandbox, because you can accumulate special in a lot of it. And so once you get that ball rolling, you can literally just main it, get the buff every single time. It just diminishes the amount of pellets necessary to get the kill. But this is such a classic one. How about this one? Dude, I deleted this one. Now, for those wondering what the hell this is Tatara Gaze. Okay, it was the Black Armory sniper rifle, and you could roll kill clip on it. And not only could you roll kill clip on it, it's an aggressive frame, so that means that once you got a kill, when you reload it, you can one-shot body shot with this sniper rifle. It didn't have like tremendous ease of use, but you could run around and technically body shot. And it's also got a low magazine size of 3, which means that you could pretty much always be reloading, you know. And then Claws of the Wolf. I wasn't that crazy about Claws. It's okay, but there's a lot of the rapid fire sniper rifles. Scalar Potential is one that I think is a phenomenal one. So I don't necessarily think like I missed out too much by not keeping this one. But fantastic. Yeah, here we go. We've got this roll here from Multi-Mock and Rampage kill clip roll that a lot of people kept. All I care about are these. Oh my God. Brother. Hanging on to the old stuff. Only thing I bring myself to dismantle was great in Gambit Prime. Oh, so this is an OG Hammerhead. Yeah, the new Hammerhead is substantially better. I would just get rid of that one, bro. Here we go. Some other classic ones. Waking Vigil right here. Great. Kindle Orchid. This one is Surrounded and Rampage. A little harder to proc, but understand back then Surrounded was even harder because you had to use Surrounded spec. That's been deprecated and moved into Surrounded. So actually what you end up in a situation is you're able to maintain that buff for a little bit longer. So I'm not completely ruling out this roll. Again, you do, you know, you have to be within 8 meters of 3 or more enemies. Something that people may not want to do with the hand cannon. But sometimes you're in game modes like Onslaught where suddenly you're surrounded. Another Mindbenders right here. Classic roll. I specifically remember deleting this one. I love you, Dado. Dado, I think you and I deleted this one together. I think, and by the way, nobody hate on Dado. At the end of the day, we need someone looking at our vault and being critical about what we keep. But I think I remember specifically looking at this exact roll with Dado and being like, brother, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? We need to get rid of this thing. By the way, I love somebody sent me a link to Dado's tweet, his tweet from yesterday. Tatara Gaze. A lot of people kept kill clip Tatara Gazes. I know it's very blurry right here, but Sins of the Past. Better rocket launchers now, guys. I wouldn't worry about keeping Sins. Another Dust Rock Blues. An okay roll. Nothing crazy. Kindle Orchid. Now this is pretty solid. The range is all right, but solid though. I never could get a good mag perk. This is pretty good. Oh, that is true. Someone just brought up that the Sins of the Past that he kept. Each one has a different elemental type. That is true. Because back then you could change. Get this, back in Destiny 2. We need to make a video on like things that Destiny 2 had when it first launched. But back in D2, you could change the elemental affinities of weapons. I still think there are better rocket launchers than Sins of the Past, just saying. Oh my God, some absolute throwbacks right now. Jack, Queen, King, Demo, Swashbuckler that he's got on his row. Waking Vigil, opening shot, slide shot, high cow. High range. That looks like what? True Sight? That's a very nice one, man. God, this one hurts to see, dude. Now, granted, I think Explosive Personality has become my favorite waveframe grenade launcher. But Marty was so nice. Marty really was nice. No one's going to be crazy about a moving target roll, but a demo roll with this, I can get down with that. Marty was a fantastic grenade launcher. Probably one of my most used waveframes. And then obviously for him too, he's got 9,000 kills on it. Oh my God. I actually deleted this, I think, right before Lightfall. Look, here's the thing. Amongst rapid fire auto rifles, 720s, there's been a few that have come and go that has been pretty good. I don't think any of them has felt as good as Steel Feather Repeater. I don't know what it is, but this auto rifle, this is not exactly the God roll for me, but this auto rifle, if you had the right roll, was phenomenal in PvP. I loved it. I loved using it. Imagine, hold on. Imagine Steel Feather Repeater coming back though. I mean, Bungie's saying like, listen, yes, we hate that you deleted your old rolls, which is a whole other topic we're going to talk about here in just a second. But we know you deleted your rolls, but we're going to bring these things back with origin traits. And in this case, it's going to be especially important because Steel Feather would be coming back with deterministic recoil. A little bit differently than recoil direction. So may even be better there. Got a Claws of the Wolf with Headseeker Rampage. Oh my God, what a God roll. So he's got Chambered Compensator, so he could pick his recoil direction up if he wanted to. He's got Ricochet Rounds, so he can actually pump up his stability. He's got a Ranged Masterwork, so he can push that up even further. And he's got a Damage perk in Headseeker. I didn't even know you can get that. And normally, Bungie kind of steers away from that. Like they'll put Headseeker in the final column with other damage dealing perks. That's interesting. All right, here we go. Some OG rolls right here. The Spiteful Fang. Oh yeah, I remember remember this bow, dude. It was a lightweight bow, Archer's Tempo Rampage on it. He got his down to 540. Nice, nice. He's got a ringing nail. I can barely make out the roll here. Shield Disorient, High Impact Reserves, Light Mag, this Myron RDS. Dude, ringing nail is such a throwback. And Aaron Till, not a really good roll Aaron Till, but maybe some of you can look through it. This is actually the most painful one. I don't know. They're all pretty painful. Patron of Lost Causes. I had a rapid hit explosive payload roll. It was phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. Patron was one of my... I mean, even in PvP, where, 200 round per minute scout rifles are not necessarily meta, Patron was phenomenal. And then on top of that, I'm pretty sure that archetype just got a buff. Like a forgiveness buff. Be real, you wouldn't use this. I see. So everybody always says things like that. Be real, you wouldn't use this. Okay. And then we have the Trials map from a few weeks ago on the new map. That has very long lanes. And suddenly everyone is using a scout rifle. And all the people that have been talking shit about rolls that folks have kept is getting blasted by scout rifles simply because they didn't keep it. That box breathing hung jury that I kept for forever, boom, we were able to utilize it that weekend. But would you use a 200 round per minute scout? Yeah, we used mine and multi-tool that weekend. I would use, if I had Patron of Lost Causes right now, a rapid hit explosive payload, I would use it right now. All right, we've got a steel feather repeater right here. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Oh my God, I forgot about Misfit. Now understand, so what used to make these weapons so great, especially Misfit, no, it's a little blurry right here. They used to have scopes. Well, they still have scopes, but the scopes would affect zoom, that would affect range. So even though you had a 720 round per minute auto rifle, that should be within, say, like that 32 meter territory, it would go beyond that substantially so because of the scopes, because it would boost that zoom so much. With that being said, Bungie has since decoupled zoom from range. So you're not going to be able to do those things. And a lot of these weapons that have scopes, you're not going to be able to break outside of its intended ranges. How many of you kept Duke MK44s? Everybody loves Igneous Hammer, but would you use the God Roll Igneous or the God Roll Duke? I deleted mine. I deleted all my, I know, all my Dukes, dude. I had a fantastic roll Duke with multiple swap offs for perks. I would still take Igneous. I don't know, man. Duke felt good. Duke always felt good. Duke just felt, despite it being a 120, it didn't feel like a 120. You know what I mean? It almost felt like a 140. It was just really, really, really easy to use. Didn't have as much recoil. Everyone's saying Data's vault cleaning fucked up a lot of people. I'm still going to rely on Data because at the end of the day, this is actually going to be a problem that's going to get worse now. Now, everyone is going to keep everything and we still have limited vault space. So now more than ever, Data's job just got a lot harder because now he's going to have to go through everything and key and talk, look at the sunset weapons, value them, not throw them out. I'm just saying, it's going to become more difficult. This Bygones is fantastic. Look at this service revolver. Guys, the service revolver right here was a 180. And yes, with kill clip, you could get the 3-tap going. This is a fantastic roll. Rangefinder was obviously key back then for boosting that range. You can't do that anymore, but you still get the other two benefits from rangefinder. Regardless, though, service revolver was a very nice 180 and a very easy one to get the 3-tap going. Horus Leash right here. Kill clip, rampage, not bad. Claws of the wolf, head seeker, and kill clip as well. Hot damn it, dude. I forgot claws could even roll with this kind of stuff. And again, a trophy hunter with triple tap Vorpal. We've got a pillager right here. I wasn't that crazy about pillager. Dread adventure. All right. Oh no. This was the best aggressive burst sidearm in the game. Primary weapon. This one came with demo Vorpal. A lot of people, we used it inside of PvE, but inside of PvP, it was such a monster, dude. I used the piss out of it inside of PvP. And inaugural address. Yeah, this is still very limiting though. This is the static roll. Did inaugural address ever have random rolls? Yeah, I wouldn't keep inaugural. Not that roll. This was such a good sidearm though, guys. I can't tell you how many 1v1s we pulled off with this sidearm. It's phenomenal. Got a Kindle Orchid here. Kill clip, rampage, classic, Gilliard. Look. Here's the thing. Summoner is great. I love Summoner, especially this season with the artifact mods. This is not exactly the best roll, but this is not a bad roll at all. And you had scopes, which were really nice. Again, they don't change your range up in this case, but they do change the type of, your reticle and the feel of the weapons, so that plays a role. But Gilliard, after the 600 round per minute auto rifle buff, this was years ago. Hard light was like the king. And then Bungie realized, okay, a 600 round per minute auto rifle with literally no damage fall off. We need to deal with that. So they went in there and they nerfed hard light. So there was a void, and that void was plugged with the big dick of Gilliard. Gilliard became, for those that actually kept the God roll from Black Armory, that became literally the best 600 round per minute auto rifle in the game. I know a lot of people, like, they love Gnawing Hunger and those other auto rifles, but Gilliard would win. And I remember we played with the God roll. It would win every 1v1. It was wild. It was so dominant. And it's just because there were so many things working out for it. Granted, back then too, we had scopes. So, and scopes are present here, but there were like major benefits to having those scopes. And then we have bygones. Okay. Outlaw kill. Oh my God. I forgot about this one. Holy hell. This is another aggressive frame hand cannon. This was the direct competitor to Duke, Criminal's Dagger. And yeah, you could get kill clip on it and go for the 2 taps. And in this case, he's got kill clip moving target. I think with Criminals, you either like loved it or you felt like you couldn't hit shit with it. By the way, he has 141,000 kills with it. I say he's been quite dedicated to this one. These are Crucible kills, by the way. 141,000 Crucible kills. You can bow hot swap with Criminal's Dagger. Please don't get any ideas started. Honestly, that's pretty nuts. You could do that. And then suddenly you've got kill clip and it's on the 2-tap city. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Trophy Hunter here. I know I feel sad about getting rid of mine. Got a service revolver, moving target, kill clip. That's actually even better than the rangefinder roll. A little more range would be nice. Got a bygones that he kept. An Einstein-d. Wow. Okay, look. This weapon actually has been substantially nerfed. But at one time, even though no one used Einstein-d outside of Cammy Cakes, it had the most range. With the right scope, I mean, you see this telescope on this. It could reach up to like 53 meters. It was crazy. It had the most reach. Now, that's not to say you're going to hit shit with it, but yeah, it had a lot of reach. And it was impressive. But again, the decoupling of zoom. You know what I mean? And you see the zoom stat there is at 23. Hammerhead, tap the trigger, mulligan. Again, the new rolls on Hammerhead are just so damn good. Got a ring and nail here. Dragonfly mulligan. I like it. I like it. There's so many ring and nail. I kept only one ring and nail roll. It was a, I can't remember. I think it was like a weird roll. It was like shield disorient and disruption break. It was something strange like that, but it had some cool synergy that I unfortunately got rid of. Oh my God, dude. This is another one of Saint's weapons. Line in the Sand. This is a linear fusion rifle, firing line, rapid hits. It's a classic. I do think that we have better linears now, though. Yeah, we have a lot better linears now all around. And like breaking out of the precision archetype. But at one time, that was the way to go. Love and Death. I don't even remember this one. Love and Death. By the way, the purpose of today's video right now, and the reason why we're doing this, some of you are like, you're like, hell yeah, I kept that roll. But for like the 99% of us, this is a moment to weep. If you're looking at this and you're weeping, it's completely understandable. Okay, because again, most of us deleted these rolls. Get a good dose of. Would this be FOMO? I don't even know if this is FOMO. What would this be? Most of the guns are power crept though. Most, yeah, I would say a lot of them are power crept. Oh, this is a ring and now he's got, oh my God, he had a Dragonfly Rampage roll. Very nice, very nice. A Drang, which we have Drang right now. We have Craftable roll for Drang. And he kept inaugural dresses, 3 of them, all with different elemental types. Dude, this is wild to me that people kept this kind of stuff because it's a static roll. It's not even a good roll, but they kept them and they kept all the different elemental types. That's crazy. And Blast Furnace here with Feeding Frenzy Rampage. All right. Got an Eye of the Storm opening shot. All-Stringer. You know, I think I would take the craftable roll of All-Stringer at this point. I would honestly give Dust Rock, if I had a good roll Dust Rock Blues with that kinetic slot, which I know we have Fractus-Shite, and I like Fractus-Shite a lot. I know we have Conditional Finality, but I would probably slide in Dust Rock Blues in there. A good rolled Waking Visual. I love how many people actually kept their Waking Visual rolls. And a very nasty Breach Light. Okay. Demo and Rampage together. God damn. A spare rations with overflow, explosive payload. I would say that was a very good roll back in the day when we had ammo bricks for literally everything. I don't know. Not saying you can't utilize it now, but not my first choice. Oh my God, I forgot about this guy's threat level. This was the shotgun from Black Armory from the raid, and it was a rapid fire. It's got trench barrel, grave robber on it. Again, gonna need another buff for trench barrel to get me to start using it again. Actually, I think it did get a buff. Trench barrel got a buff where it works well in melees now, but I also thought it got like a damage buff. Trophy Hunter with triple tap, Vorpal, classic, and the long goodbye. Snapshot, 4 times the charm. Interesting roll. I know these suck, but I kept every Curse of Osiris Segura weapon. The lore is what kept them safe in my vault. Oh my lord. So we have Garden Progeny. This is the Scout Rifle. Machine a Day. This was the Pulse Rifle. These are so bad now. These are so bad. Infinite Pass. Look, hey man, Infinite Pass was actually a really good pulse rifle. For its time and for the limited rolls that it had, it was a damn good pulse rifle. And now if you're looking at this, you're like, dude, where's the other trait? That's how it was back then. You got one trait. Bungie at that time thought it was a good idea to give us a looter shooter with static rolls and one trait. There was no masterwork. It was terrible. There's no other way to put it. It was absolutely awful. And then Jack Queen King here. Dude, that's something I hope it was really dark times. It truly was. An old Redrick's broadsword. I was actually expecting to see Claymore up in here, but Redrick's broadsword, Desperado, Outlaw. That was when like Desperado was super nutty. This is a very good roll. If there was like the perfect roll that I would want on my Canoe Orchid, it would probably be this one. Got 64 range, kill clip, rampage. It's pretty hot, man. My man's only got 33 kills with it. Brother, you need to use that thing. Oh my God. Holy shit. I didn't even know you can get Zen Moment on Antiope. All right, so this is the antiope-d, or as we like to just call it, Antiope. It was a very dominant weapon back in year 1 when it had a static roll and the SC hollows. This guy, so he came back with random rolls. So he locked down a Zim Moment kill clip roll with high cal and SC hollow. That is wild. I mean, I would argue and say, especially considering like other SMGs have been dealt with, aggressives have been dealt with, they're still good. SMGs are still pretty good. There's some power creep here and there, but this particular roll, dude, I can't imagine what Zim Moment feels like on it. I bet it's just a laser, and SMGs already feel really good on mouse and keyboard as is, but I bet this thing is a laser. The only benefits you don't get is obviously you don't get the range bumps from like SC Hollow, but with it having 87 range, it's just fine. It is the Shirora, I would assume, of that first column, and maybe even beats out Shirora in some cases. If I had this roll in my hand right now, I would still use this one. It's 600 kills on it. All right, we've got an old Jack Queen King Demolitionist Rampage, a no fillings rapid hit, box breathing. That was it, man. That's actually what started it. What put box breathing on the map for 180 round per minute scout rifles and got us the 3-tap. No fillings started this trend way before Hung Jury. Hung Jury was just following up on what no fillings did originally. And I like the gun model more for no fillings. I would prefer to, and of course the scopes, I would prefer this over Hung Jury. Patron of Lost Causes, this was the roll, man. My man kept some good ones. Snook, you kept some good ones, dude. You had explosive payload, rapid hit. Mag perk could have been a bit better, but that's solid, man. It's very solid. And then Infinite Pass right here. Demo, Swashbuckler. All right, could be better. Could be better. Still, I enjoy this pulse rifle. It's got the same thing that like Redrick's got going on though. Some people just didn't like this much happening up top. Last Hope. Not a bad PvE god roll. Rampage, Feeding Frenzy. Got a reload masterwork. Not bad. Last Hope used to be, I would say on console, like one of the best weapons in year 1. It was really, really good. Ooh, I already saw some ones for here. From Javin here. Kill clip, rampage on this Skindle Orchid. Temper Dynamo. I completely forgot about this thing. See, it was a precision frame. I'm pretty sure you could get opening shot on this fusion rifle. Here's the problem though. Temper Dynamo existed, and the reason why no one really cared about this fusion rifle is because it existed in a time when this thing existed. And Arantil has actually been dealt with and nerfed multiple times, directly and indirectly. Arantil was a monster. This roll was a very good roll. Under pressure, high impact reserves. I mean, you're pretty much guaranteeing yourself to kill every single time. The range on it was insane. The scope's boosting it as well. I don't necessarily think it's going to be as crazy. Like if you were to break out this roll right now, I think there's a lot of things that can counter it. But there are times you come across a fusion rifle user in PvP, and look, guys, I feel like I don't know what to do. Except die. I just die. Holy shit. Atalanta-d. I completely forgot about this. That the stats are not the best here. This is a precision frame, and obviously Antiope is so much better, but look at that tip, baby. Holy hell. It's bigger than the whole gun. That is massive. Half Dan. Oh my lord. How could we forget about the Dan? Look at this sucker. 100 range. Tap the trigger. Rangefinder, which doesn't really help it now, but the Dan only special folks could use and wield Dan inside of Crucible. I've seen a lot of breach lights, man. This one hurts the most. Me getting rid of this one hurts the most. So one of the best things about aggressive burst sidearms, if you have tap the trigger on it, it procs every single time you pull the trigger. It's a weird thing. Breach light was one of those sidearms that you didn't need anything buffing its accuracy. It was just accurate. It just landed. Which is a really good sidearm. Holy yep. I forgot about this. A Pluperfect.
This was season of what? Undying? Oh my God, I forgot about this one. This is an old ass static roll. Yeah, I wouldn't keep that one though. The ring and nail. Hi, damn, dude. Oh my God, in a world of amits, in a world of other 450s that folks are using, this is one nasty looking ring and nail. Zim moment, kill clip, ricochet. Got that. I think that's that Rasmussen scope right there. I could be wrong though. Might be the Myron. That is phenomenal. My man's only got 250 kills. Brother, break it back out. Hazard of the Cast. Oh my God, I forgot about that one. Was that a Gambit? The Gambit auto rifle. Quick draw, Zim moments. Got a Horus Lease, Headseeker, kill clip. Oh, Mindbender's Ambition, opening shot, Rampage. I think that was the curator roll, right? And the Valagadin. Oh my God, the Valagadin. Another 720 round per minute auto rifle. Dynamic rangefinder. Bygones, kill clip outlaw. Kind of shotgunning some of these guys because we've already seen them. That's a really nice Hazard of the Cast right there. Zim moment, kill clip. Not bad. Pluperfect. Dude, that's the second person that kept a Pluperfect. 10 paces. Hot damn it. I completely forgot about this one. I thought it was a 120. It's a 140. Slide shot time payload is present on this thing. The stats on this thing are not that good. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't know if y'all remember using this. I'm pretty sure I couldn't hit shit with it. I'm pretty sure if I remember this hand cannon, it was just terrible at landing consecutive shots. Oh, thin line was the 120. Okay. I'm pretty sure 10 paces though and thin line both sucked. Oh, a skill issue? Perhaps. And then Pillager Rider. That's a very nice Pillager. Oh my God, another good patron of lost causes. Let me just say this about the weapons during that time. They are just some of the Saints weapons are some of the sexiest weapons in the game. Even with this terrible shader on it, Hunter. This terrible gold color. They are some of the sexiest weapons in the game. Got a demo trench barrel right here. Trophy Hunter. Bygones kill clip and Head Seeker. Dust Rock Blues. That's a good roll. Not bad. Full choke, snapshot, side shot. Not bad. Oh, that's... Now, granted, we're getting Blast Furnace back next week. That is nice. Ah, damn. We're talking max range, Zim moment, kill clip. That is real nice. And then a service revolver. Rockstar, good on you keeping that Blast Furnace. I still think that next week, the new Blast Furnace is going to be better, but we'll see how it plays out. Older sister. Was this the new Monarchy hand cannon from year one? I don't even remember what rolls are on it. Justin didn't show it. Dude, some of the... Look, let me just say this. Some of these weapons that you guys kept in your vaults, I'm proud of you. And some of them I'm just like... Why? Have you not played since year one? That's the only logical reason for keeping such a thing. Oh my God, I remember this. This was from Crown. This was one of my most used shotguns at one time. Dude, it's crazy the things you remember. You know, you may not remember one particular narrative point. You may have forgotten, you know, even a quest you've done, even an exotic quest for some. But it's amazing how loot implants itself into your mind and stays with you. You remember a weapon, the roll, how excited you were when you got it, what you did with that weapon. It's wild. A Pluperfect here. I was never crazy about Pluperfects. Surprised so many people kept it. Got a Kindle Orchid roll right here. Rampage kill clip. Nice. Oh, wow, dude. An old retold tale here. Here we go. Quick draw, slide shot, Agras, small bore or rifle. The handle and master part. Retold used to be the one. Oh my God. This is the first one we've seen all day. Traveler's Judgment. Now, this one is an adaptive frame. It came with tap the trigger, rapid hit. It was back in year one, you used to have to make a decision between Traveler's Judgment or Last Hope. Now, this one's really good. You have the double trace there too. The difference here between this archetype and aggressives is that tap the trigger doesn't reproc in between bursts. Unless it's a UI bug, and I've often questioned that too, if it's just a UI bug. But again, aggressive burst sidearms, at least on the UI, would reproc tap the trigger with every burst. I'm pretty sure with adaptives, you couldn't reproc it. But this is the first person I've seen kept a Traveler's Judgment. Beautiful sidearm. Got another line in the sand right here. Probably got firing line. Yep. Better Devils. Wow, this There has been only one person that I've seen in this entire reply that has kept a Better Devils. Time, payload, moving target, accurized rounds. You know, Better Devils was arguably probably like up there with Uriel's gift. Like I think Better Devils and Uriel's gift was the most used weapons back in year 1. And it was simply because everything else was so shite. You know what I mean? It's the only reason everybody used Better Devils. But it's a classic one. Service Revolver is also right here. Another Marty. This was actually my role. This was the role that I would use inside of PvP. I would hit a wayframe. I would follow up really with Breachlight. I would do Marty and then immediately swap to Breachlight. This one had Demolitionist. And look at that velocity being maxed out there. Premonition. Oh my God, I completely forgot about this one. Premonition. Holy hell. Talk about some throwbacks today. It seems like the weapons people kept the most of included Kindle, Marty, more Patron of Lost Causes than I expected, and actually quite a few Line in the Sands. And you know what makes this role interesting, again, I still feel like there's a lot of other linear fusion rifles that have outpaced Line in the Sand since then, but you could use Clown Cartridge, reload the weapon, overload it, and then swap the firing line. Miss Line in the Sand, I will say, is a beautiful weapon. That was all those weapons. That whole lineup, Patron, Marty, all of these are some of the sexiest weapons Bungie has ever given us. I love the little 14 on it, the little Saint insignia. Oh, Wendigo. Okay, auto-loading explosive, disorienting grenades. Yeah, I know there was some talk here recently, like somebody brought it up yesterday because of the drop in blast radius. Does this mean the DPS on this weapon is better? Keep in mind, disorienting grenades really hurt your damage. Take a look at it a little more, but dude, okay, I get why some of you keep these rolls, but I mean for the weapons itself. But who's go with snapshot, quick draw? This ain't it, man. This ain't it. This is ass. I'm gonna cut you right off. Who posted this? Spooks, I'm gonna cut you right off. Here's one of the rolls of all time. You could delete this one, all right? You won't be missing out on much. Oh, here it is. This is Tempered Dynamo. This is that fusion rifle, guys, we were just talking about. Yes, this guy's got the roll. Again, precision fusion rifle, you know, right up there with like main ingredient and stuff. This one has opening shot kill clip. What an interesting combination, right? I'm able to make that work. And he's got a Gillier with under pressure and kill clip as well. Oh, here it is, baby. All right. So Smugglers was another aggressive burst sidearm. Now it rolled with tap the trigger. And yes, this was the roll to combine with Marty, actually, if you didn't want to use Breach. But because of that tap the trigger, it could proc at every burst. Again, I still don't know if it's a UI thing or not. But Smugglers was really good. They would get kills for me all the time. That was very surprising. I was always torn between the two on which one I preferred. I think I enjoyed tap the trigger and the quick draw combo the most if I was doing a swap off. But you can also get quick draw, as you see right here on Breach Light. But they were both really solid. Ah, yes. Listen, for everybody, it's like, oh my God, Revoker's about to take over everything. Revoker, and yes, you'll be able to come right here to the kiosk and you can pick up Revoker or you can pull it from collections. But I do want to mention that Reversal of Fortune was nerfed. Again, missing 2 shots returns a bullet to the magazine after a short duration. It's not nearly as strong as it once was. Is this still a great sniper rifle? Absolutely. And what I would really love to see is Revoker with random rolls. You know what I mean? That's the next stage. Outside of Reversal of Fortune, just give us Revoker back with random rolls. It's going to be one of the most used sniper rifles in the games. The Long Goodbye. Oh my God. Brother, what are we keeping this one for? Snapshot, 4 times the Trump. Now I feel like Dado. Is this what Dado goes through when he sees us keeping shite rolls? Good Lord. The only one I kept my first snapshot roll is my main PvP sniper for a long time. Let me just, oh my, he's got 3,000 kills with this? Let me just say this. If you're getting kills with this roll, DC Beer, I would assume you would be just fine with any other sniper rifle. All right, I think, oh, that's a static roll though. But man, I forgot about this. Glass of the Legion. This was the Leviathan sidearm. Holy hell, what a throwback on some of these, man. That was a good little sidearm. It really was. It was a good little side. It got completely overshadowed by Last Hope, but it was a good little sidearm. Got a Traveler's Judgment and rapid hit, tap the trigger. Very nice, very nice. Service Revolver here. Wow, the old roll. A Night Watch, dude. I actually just deleted mine. I had a Night Watch just a month ago, and I deleted mine because I just assumed that there would be no point in time I would ever utilize it. But Night Watch, I would put Night Watch up there with the right roll with Patron. They were up there together for me. Not Forgotten. Dude, this is what's so crazy. Not Forgotten I mean, you can honestly break it out right now. You could break out Not Forgotten right now. And we're probably going to go play some PvP matches here in a bit before trials. I want to mess around with Not Forgotten and Magnificent Howl. But yeah, you could break this out right now. There's not going to be any level limitations on it. The only limitation is, of course, it being a static roll weapon. Now, with that being said, I think Luna's Howl is going to be the preferred choice because it has random rolls. And on top of it having random rolls, it's going to have ways to navigate around Magnificent Howl and its new rework, that being Slide Shot. That's going to make it, I think, the preferred option. We ever get Not Forgotten, because stat-wise, it was superior to Luna's Howl. If we ever get Not Forgotten in the future with random rolls, I'm curious how Bungie's going to balance the two. But it could be really, really strong. And this is it. This was the old Antiope, Ricochet, SC Hollow, Kill Clip. Throwbacks, dude. So many throwbacks. Guys, we could go through these rolls all day long. Some of these, oh my God, look at that Mind Benders edition. We can go through these all day long and weep. Here's my point going forward. Keep everything. When you go to your vault, it needs to be at a minimum. What am I at right now? Hold on. 581 out of 600. It needs to be pretty much always like this at all times. It needs to be slam. You need to keep everything. You know, obviously be selective. Be selective on what you keep, but at the same time, keep everything. And then when you get to the point where you have to delete things, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But I mean, here's the thing. I need all 10, 15 of these LC rifles. I never know the situation I'm going to be in. I need all of these falling guillotines. I need them all. All of these hammerheads. I need them all. All of these hula baloos. All 4 of them. I need them. And that's what you got to realize, guys. You need these things. You need this vault full. At the same token, Bungie, I don't know what the limitations are as far as increasing vault space, but even if eliminating PlayStation 4 and the old Xbox would give us 100 more vault space, I think it's a trade we must make. Obviously, I take no joy in that, but I'll be the first one to put that up as a possible solution to getting more vault space. Man, let me just say this. Bungie, if you came out and they said, hey, we're going to give you unlimited vault space, I would delete it. I would. There's no way in hell they're going to give us unlimited vault space. We're not going to get unlimited vault space. There are things possible, and then there are things that are just impossible. Unlimited vault space, there's no way we're going to get it. I would delete this shiny. Matter of fact, I will go a step further. I will delete every shiny roll in my vault if we get unlimited vault space. All of them. One at a time, back to back, immediately following the news. We will go live and we will go through each one of them, deleting every single one of them. There's no way they're going to give us unlimited vault space. But listen, if we do happen to get unlimited vault space, I would be so happy that it probably wouldn't, it would still hurt. But following that, I would be so happy.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.